Congratulations again, girls. You're the first female British swimmers to win an Olympic gold medal since Rebecca Adlington, we think. What does that sound like to you? What does that mean? And was Adlington an inspiration for you guys growing up?
I actually didn't realise that was the case, but that's amazing. And you know, for both of us to come on our first Olympics and win a gold medal and be part of that amazing team, I couldn't believe it when we finished. So I think it would just give like girls all around like who are swimming just that motivation, and hopefully by Paris there'll be a lot more girls medaling as well.
I think it's definitely worth it to have that inspiration for the next generation as well. It's amazing just to see us girls come through, especially here in what was such a male-dominated sport. So I'm really proud of us, and hopefully that's an inspiration for the next generation of female swimmers coming through.
Can you just extend that, girls, to 1908 was the last relay, so you're the first since 1908 with a relay medal, gold medal. Does that, I mean, do you know that history? Do you appreciate it? Does it mean anything to you?
I think we're starting to sort of appreciate it more. Obviously, this is our most successful Olympics as a British swimming team, and so each Olympics we're just building on the last and getting better and better. And I think to have that kind of legacy going all the way back to 1908, it just shows that we are really strong in this sport, and we're just going to get stronger.
Yeah, I didn't realise that it was back in 1908 as well. That is it women that won a medal. Since then, this is the first time that women have been on a relay that have won a medal. Yeah. It's incredible to be a part of this legacy, as Anna was saying. Yeah, and hopefully it just goes on to inspire more women in the sport.
Yeah, right there.
Anna, can you just expand on what you touched on in the mix zone? When you've got a fantastic swimmer like Caleb Dressel chasing you down on the ankle leg of a relay, what goes through your mind? I can't imagine it'd be any easier than knowing there's a great white shark or a crocodile behind you.
Yeah, I mean, he is so fast, and to know that he was coming for me, it's a little bit intimidating, but I knew that the guys ahead of me would get me a good lead, and then it was just about me kind of focusing on my own race and keeping my head down, not worrying about where he was, because that would just distract me, stay focused on my lane and bring it home for the guys.
And what's it like being in the same team as Peaty as well? You know he's probably going to be a second faster than everyone else. Like, how much confidence does that give you, knowing he's coming after you and he's coming before you?
Yeah, he's like our well, not secret weapon, but he is our secret weapon in a way, because when he's behind, obviously with guys going in on the backstroke, he just wants to chase and he wants to catch, and that just gives us so much motivation to sort of not lose that lead that we do get from him. So, you know, and he's such a huge part of British swimming, and to be on a relay with him, and obviously I'm in the same training group with him, with Mel Marshall, so it's a real inspiration to train alongside him and be able to win a medal with him as well.
Yeah, it's great having him, knowing, like me coming in, knowing that he's going to be coming in after me, because he's just so confident going into things like this with the experience that he's had. I think he said this is his 14th world record, so it's amazing, and he's just completely changed British swimming.
Any other questions?
Can I just ask you, what's it like to have a ringside seat, as it were, when Peaty and Guy do their thing like they did today? Because from up in the tribune, we just thought, wow.
Yeah, it's hard not to be in awe of them as they're swimming into you when you're about to dive in. You have to just focus on, you know, them coming in and you doing a good takeover, and obviously at the end of it, then you realise, like, being on this team with those two guys, they've got such good experience, they've done amazing swims, and for us to be on that team with them in our first Olympics, it just sort of helps us deal with that kind of arena.
It's definitely been amazing and inspiring being a part of their team and watching them race, because they're both on such great form, but The relay, it's a 5-man event for us. So it was 4-man today, but I mean, we obviously had Freya in the other day, so I mean, it wouldn't have been complete without the 3 of us. So I'm really proud of how we swam as well.
Next.
Just a very quick one. Look, Greenbank spoke very eloquently yesterday about being up against the Russian committee. And obviously you were again in the race today. Do you have any views on that? Adam's spoken very openly about, being unhappy really at the fact that they're here. Do you have a view on that? You were up against them today.
To be honest, I've just come into this Olympics and just focused on my racing and not really looked at what's going on in the media. It's just a distraction for me. So, yeah, I've not really got anything to say on it.
Yeah, this is actually the first I'm hearing of it, so I don't have any opinion at the minute, thanks.
I feel like we're talking about the men on your team a little bit too much, but you did just say you thought Adam had changed British swimming, and I thought that was really interesting. He was talking about how British swimming's flipped. Do you think that he personally is a really big part of that?
I think he's been a great catalyst for that. I mean, he's definitely shown that Great Britain is up there with the rest of the world. It's in front of the rest of the world in like events such as the breaststroke. So no, it's been amazing to be a part of that, and then it gives us great confidence being on the same team as him.
中国体育报的记者首先要恭喜各位获奖者，然后有一个问题想问一下中国队。那其实今天这个比赛结束之后，也知道2位都是互相其实彼此很熟悉，能不能就是点评一下对方的一个表现，然后说说想跟对方说一些什么话，然后也是整个单项就已经结束了，然后请点评一下整个的自己这届奥运会的表现，谢谢。
我点评阿贝是吗？我觉得他这1年多挺不容易的，就从我们组成接力开始，每一次接力或者说日常训练中，我都能看到他的刻苦表现，甚至有时候说他的心情不好什么，我会问他怎么了，他都会说一些自己这1年有一些什么不如意啊这些。尽管坚持到现在，我就觉得他很厉害了。包括今天赛场前，我虽然有做50的准备活动，我没有太去关注他。但是我就感觉他好像是游完以后有点自责吧，是自己游的不太如意什么的。但是作为队友，我就觉得他做得很好。然后放眼我这整个奥运会，应该说是我第2次奥运会，我非常满意自己的战绩。不仅这么多枪比下来了，而且说成绩还是在我的预期，甚至超出预期之外。谢谢。
我觉得菲菲现在真的是在最近2年，肉眼可见的就是越来越快，一次比一次快。这也给我们不仅给他个人，给我们整个集体也带来了非常大的鼓舞。我觉得能跟贾一哥、菲菲、淼淼组队，真的是我的荣幸，非常非常非常开心。
Could I just ask Anna about your split? 52 flat. Can you describe to us the difference between going from a standing start and a flying start, and being in a team, that dynamic, and being on your own? Is there a difference, and what is that? If there is a difference, how does it feel?
Yeah, obviously with a relay takeover, you do get you get an advantage on a flat start. I think my takeover was 0.2, so that could be about a 0.5 advantage over a flat start. So you look at that and you think, could I have gone faster in the individual as well? But, I brought my best time at the end of the meet for the team, and we won a gold with a world record, so I couldn't have really asked for much more. And I think when you're part of a relay, it just brings something else out of you. We knew we had such a good chance of winning and breaking the world record, and I didn't want to let the team down, and I just was not going to let that lead go, so I think that's where that split came from.
Hi, you talked about inspiring swimmers, but the sort of wider backdrop at a non-elite level is of a really difficult year, as Adam mentioned, with pools closing and lockdown. I just wondered how important it is for swimming as a sport in the UK to get back from a grassroots level as well, so that what you've achieved here can inspire as many different children as possible?
Yeah, I think it's so important. Olympics is just obviously the pinnacle of sport, and I hope there's loads of people watching back home and being inspired by what the team is doing here. And you know, it has been a really tough year for everyone, especially at club level. They've barely been in the water last year, and I know that must be really tough for them, and they're probably just starting to get back into full training and competing. And I think hopefully seeing this will give them the inspiration and the motivation to keep going, and knowing that their time will come, and they've got many more years of swimming ahead of them, and hopefully this can just propel them into the higher levels and you know, just keep enjoying the sport really.
I appreciate how hard it was for club level swimmers that are out of the pool for so long, but I think especially in Scotland we were out of the pool for 14 weeks. I think it just shows that you can have this time off and you can come better and stronger than ever. Yeah, I mean, we're here with a gold and world record, so it just shows that after that amount of time out of the pool, it is possible to come back.
想请问一下颜子贝，就是能不能谈一谈您就是这1、2年这段时间的一个备战的过程中，就遇到了哪些困难吧？然后这一次登上领奖台，是不是对您来说也是一个鼓舞，对于未来的？谢谢。
之前一直在北京训练，然后可能比赛也不是特别多，然后因为训练本来就是一件很枯燥的事情，每天在水里面一圈一圈的游，会有一些的心理上的一些不好的一些因素吧，所以跟教练配合起来也稍微麻烦一点。但是后来随着慢慢的好转，然后离东京奥运会也越来越近，然后就鼓起勇气拼最后一把。
你好，中新社记者，也是想请问2位这个中国的队员，因为中国有句俗语叫男女搭配干活不累，那么就是这个奥运会引入这样一个就男女混合接力的比赛，对你们2位来讲，就你们对这个比赛是怎么看的？尤其是在通过训练的过程中，对你们彼此有哪些切实的帮助或者提高？谢谢。
这个项目在2017年的时候是正式加入世锦赛，当时就是我们几个组合接力，然后完成了世锦赛第3。刚开始游就感觉比较有趣吧，毕竟棒次经常可以更换，男追女，然后女生就奋力往前游这样。但是当他正式加入奥运会项目之后，我们4个就会有想法，就说我们想去占领奖台，甚至说去冲金，并且在去年我们创造了世界纪录。就那个时候已经不单单说是只是趣味了，我们甚至要在训练之中，因为我们来自不同的组，我们要牺牲掉一些彼此训练的时间，去融合到我们的接力接棒这个项目里。
我觉得这个项目是最能体现一个国家游泳到底强不强的一个项目。我觉得去年我们能把世界纪录给拿下来，就证明我们国家的游泳肯定是非常非常强的。然后今天也拿了第2名吧，我觉得中国游泳非常非常厉害，而且会越来越好。
We have one last question.
中国青年报的记者也想问一下2位中国选手，因为我看到比赛结束之后，英国选手皮蒂过来跟你们一握手啊，还跟子贝还拥抱了一下。我也想问一下，就是你们在这次奥运会上是不是也能感受到这些外国的选手对我们中国选手在取得这么好的成绩之后的一种尊重，或者说是一种质疑？谢谢。
之前比赛的时候，就当自己之前成绩还没有这么好的时候，也不会说存在于对手之间的握手啊或交流。但是当今年自己成绩上来了以后，我进入前8，进入决赛，甚至每场比赛下来，我都会和对手就是微笑啊，或者说握手，甚至说碰拳这样子。 就那个时候就感觉到各国的友谊和美好，特别是今天我们混接，虽然说遗憾的摘了银，然后没有游过英国队，但是而且是 PT 他主动和我们去打招呼祝贺我们，我就觉得友谊是不分国界的，我们也非常高兴。
我觉得场上是对手，场下就是朋友。我们其实每回见面啊都会打个招呼，我觉得都非常的就是融洽吧。然后，但是一到赛场上，那就要展现自己实力的时候，那毫不对对方手软。但是场上对手，场下朋友，我觉得我们整个世界各地的游泳健儿们都非常非常的优秀。
イギリスのチームのお二人にお伺いします。この泳いだ順番っていうのはどういう、理由で順番を決めましたか。また世界新記録は狙っていたのでしょうか。
刚是在问我们吗？我刚没有听，他是在问我们吗？
你帮他顺序。
哦，吓死我了。反正。
No.
Pardon? Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was to us.
I didn't realise it.
How you decide the order?
Oh, okay. I think obviously, we're always going to have Adam on the breaststroke. That's kind of, obvious. And Kat's been doing amazing swims all year, and to put her on the backstroke and put us in a good position, and then it's just working to our strengths really. We've got Jimmy on the fly, and then we have me or Freya could do a good job on the freestyle. So I think that the order is kind of what works to our strengths, but there's also guys that could mix it up in other strokes as well. So it is a bit of a tactical race, but we know what works for us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
I didn't realise that was.
I didn't think that was for us.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah, that's
World record. Wow.